Minaj and of course the White House dinner. Yesterday when I did a video, I was talking about how expectant I was to see a new look from Nicki Minaj, and it appears that she was not able to attend the dinner, or she was rather running late because as of now we haven't seen any footage of her at the event. But a lot of stuff transpired at that dinner, including a pew pew incident, to the extent that the president himself and of course JD Vance had to be evacuated away from the dinner briefly. And of course, when that happened, people were panicking, especially Nicki fans, of course, the Babs. They were worried. They were like, oh my God, what's going on? Because remember, she also had an experience when she was filming a music video where the place that she was at was targeted. So, of course, the fans were not happy with that. They were anxious for that. But thank God it has come out that, well, in fact, she had delayed actually to attend the specific dinner. And amazed and grateful is an understatement of what I feel right now, because I feel like for some reason, I don't know, God just protects her from incidents like this. Because when you also listen to the story behind that incident of her changing room and how last minute things ended up being swapped, you will then realize that, you know what, sometimes things are just spiritual and there is just a divine protection on her. That being said, she herself decided to post a short clip of herself. And when I say that this woman's beauty is timeless, I'm not even exaggerating. Even the ops were gagging, okay? Even the ops were like, oh my God, this is not how she looks. They were in denial because she seems to be aging backwards, okay? Her face card still not declining. I was truly happy and grateful to be able to see that actually with video proof she's doing great after the happenings at the White House. And apparently she might have a new team because a new makeup artist and stylist posted that they had worked with Nicki Minaj, and this particular makeup artist did a live video, and she was talking about how much of a pleasure it was working with Nicki Minaj and how much it was such a great time. And so you know what, we're paying attention to what you're saying, I mean, if a couple of years from now all of a sudden you turn around and you start telling us a different version of how it went like working with her, we will be watching you because we will not be tolerating that. It appears people that actually do have one-on-one interactions with her have nothing but good words to say about her aura and how it is like working with her. And I do hope that in the future they won't be switching up on her, and I hope that they won't also be sabotaging her looks. So let's see what exactly is in store. People are also speculating that she might be working on new music, because the people that she has worked with in music, in as far as music is concerned, I kind of hinting that, well, there's something that is cooking behind the scenes. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about all of that. Now, let us talk about Bongo 2 and her drama that is going down. It appears the internet is not sympathizing with her. Like, people are calling her out, people are calling her hypocrisy out, because there is something that she said to a statement that she put out via TMZ. Of course, she had to go to speak to TMZ because every other, outlet would have grilled her and asked her questions. But of course, because TMZ has a soft spot for her, I guess because of their ties to the title swindler, she had to go there and put out the statement. Let me quickly look for that statement. Oh, well, I found it. She said, I've made the decision to end my relationship with Clay. Trust, fidelity, and respect are non negotiable for me in a relationship. And when those values are compromised, there is no real path forward. I'm taking this time to prioritize myself and move ahead with peace and clarity. Now, there are a lot of things that I'm just looking at it. I'm like, ma'am, if only you would be honest to yourself and to others, we would go a long way without ever calling you out on social media. Because isn't it funny that the same person who laid down allegedly with her friend's boyfriend is coming through talking about trust, respect, fidelity? So she has standards that she does not respect when it comes to others. How exactly does that work? Surely, for someone who was allegedly lying down and sneaking with Tory Lanez while Story was with Kelsey, surely for someone like that, you would think that they think there's nothing wrong with sleeping around or not being faithful. Because what do you mean fidelity? What fidelity? So you don't want it done to you, but you have no problem doing it to others. And I also heard some people calling her out, saying that she has allegedly played party also whilst they were together by lying down with other men. Now that one I don't know, but these are the allegations that people are saying on social media, saying that it's not like she herself was faithful to Patterson. Now I was like, what? If that's the case, that even makes her statement very hypocritical. But then again, she's the queen of sympathy. She knows exactly how to word her statements to frame her as a victim or as above the situation. She knows exactly how to annihilate everyone's character and remain being victim forever. I even saw some people bringing up, her deceased parents, and I was like, really? Because the last time that Nicki Minaj said that she lied on her deceased mother, people had a problem with it because she was calling her out for her behavior of being disrespectful, swearing on your mom's name when you know you're lying, when she went on Gail. But when it's time for sympathy, you guys have no problem bringing a deceased parents in this, because their logic was like, oh well, Clay is so evil, knowing how much she has lost her family. Why would he bring her around, his own family? Oh my God, it's not fair. And I'm like, you guys, some situations have got nothing to do with deceased parents. At this rate, the next man that breaks my heart, I'm gonna be bringing up my dad because he's also late. Okay. Then the next time you call me to book about something, the next time you hold me accountable for anything, before you type anything in the comment section, might I tell you that I don't have a dad? He's late. And from now going onwards, I'm going to milk the behind out of that situation, because it seems like when it comes to her, no matter her behavior, it will always be like, oh, she's gone through so much, she's lost both her parents. If she sleeps with a friend's, man, oh, she's gone through so much, she's lost her parents. If she drinks, she's gone through so much. If she gets into a beef with Nicki Minaj where she brings up her family and she does the same, oh no, hers are off limits, but she is able to come for other people's families. So I don't understand that logic really, truly. So before you say anything negative, I'm pinning my comment reminding you that my late father is watching you. And it's very unfair. How dare you do that to someone who no longer has a father? But anyway, each time I mess up even at work, I will bring up my dad. Like, why didn't you submit this report on time? Oh, well, you're being wicked because my dad is late. If I become mouthy with someone who's above me, oh my God, I'm mouthy because I'm still hurting because I lost my dad 8 years ago. Yeah, that's the strategy that I'm going to be going with. In fact, I am going to actually put it on my Instagram description, on my WhatsApp. What do you call that little line? Is it a status? No, it's not a status. What do you call on my bio on WhatsApp? I'm putting that. On LinkedIn, I'm putting that. Moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about lottery ticket. Now, people are accusing lottery and cousin sloth of coming for both Bongo 2 and Advocate BBL. Now, you know that Bongo 2 just got cheated on by an athlete. Advovo BBL was made a fool of by an athlete. And these two girls seem not to be in the very, best books with Bongo 2, with the WAP Gellies, okay? I mean, the Bongo Gellies, Advocate BBL, and of course, Bongo 2, because Cousin Sloth and Bongo 2 allegedly fell out. Meanwhile, Lottery Ticket and Advovo BBL, allegedly, they are not in good books after the leakage of that audio where the Transformer was calling Lottery Ticket PA Laro. So people are now reading between the lines, and they feel like lottery tickets wag line is targeted at Bongo 2 and of course at Vovo BBO, because they are the ones that have been embarrassed by these athletes. So I don't know, you guys, what do you think about that? Do you think that lottery ticket would finally develop the basketballs to stand up to Advovo BBL, or do you think that shame will not allow her to do that? Because I mean, she's the same person who was out there overly aligning herself with the Transformer to spite Nicki Minaj. So I don't think that she has the basketballs to firmly go against Advovo BBL. She's still going to go and leak her behind. Meanwhile, Advovo BBL is still going to continue disrespecting her and calling her PA Lato. Let me know in the comment section what you think about those, two people. Now, if it turns into a beef between, Lottery Ticket and Cousin Sloth versus Advovo BBL and of course Bongo 2, now that's going to be entertaining. Okay, that will be very entertaining. I'll be here to see all of that, because lyrically I do feel like Lottery Ticket and Bongo 2 have got some form of lyrical content, they're able to write. And then Cousin Sloth, in as far as the bars are concerned, I feel like she's there for the feel good type of hip hop, not really the oh I'm a DC, I'm a she's not, that's not her thing. And then when it comes to the Transformer, I don't know, that depends on Paddy and what mood he's in. Okay, but seeing how everything is playing out, I don't know if Paddy would be somebody that you can trust for him to write for them, given that himself and oh my God, it's the triangle, the I don't know, the squares, the rectangles, it's a lot that goes on in female rap. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Speaking about lyrical content, Caresha. At this point, I don't know really. I don't know if she's out there putting these songs out to troll us or what exactly she's doing, because now she appears to have found a new sound. I mean, the content, the lyrics are still the same material. It's about scamming and stealing and getting a bag, and the same thing that normally people in their early 20s or their teenage years would be found singing about. Let's be honest, it's not something that people in the 30s really are expected to still be stuck up on. What do you mean scamming? I'm like, oh my God. She's failing to evolve. She's failing to evolve. That's what that means. What do you mean you went back to singing about scamming when you were just with a billionaire? I know that it's not really a very good example being with that type of billionaire, but for crying out loud, you cannot go back to the old sounds of scamming at 30. Come on, Carisha. I mean, even Jetavia evolved. Now she sings about attitude all day, every day, but at least it's a bit of an evolution, because anyone can have attitude, even grandmas can have attitude. But the scamming, come on, find some more content, you know? If I were you, I would probably sing about being with a billionaire who later got arrested. That's better content that I feel like people would probably tune in. But then again, you never know. Is there an NDA in place? Are you scared that the man is gonna come out and do you in a way? Like, what's up? Because that song is not it. It is not it. But anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think about her, her latest song. I trust you guys are having a beautiful Sunday. Let us meet tomorrow. Thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If I'm a little bit chatty, it's probably because I'm a little bit tipsy. But until my next one, see you.